Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We are headed into Game 2 in tonight's Let It Ride tournament between FieNDestiny and Brandon. Brandon actually is a diamond level player. FieNDestiny a master. Very, very good matchup. And Brandon taking a very, very convincing win in that last game. Destiny really being quite pesky, harassing him pretty good, but Brandon held it off in style. Found an opportunity to move out across the map with a lot of siege tanks and a lot of marines and some medevacs, and really made that attack stick. So it was very, very well done, very well played on both of these guys' parts. We have had FieNDestiny play in our tournaments before. He played in the alt tournament, all league tournament. But Brandon is a new player. He came out, and this is the first time he's played in any of these tournaments. And coming out for us tonight, really giving us a great showing, so this has been tons of fun to see. He will be spawning as the yellow Terran here in the bottom left, and FieNDestiny going to be spawning as the green Zerg in the top right. So I'm really pretty excited for this matchup. Now we are going to be going into... We're about to go into the finals, the semifinals of this tournament. So if Brandon does take this game, he will go straight into the semifinals. And if he does not, then we will go to Game 3 between these two players. That could be tons of fun. I'm actually kind of hoping for that. Nothing against you, Brandon. I mean, I do want you to win. Don't get me wrong, but I love seeing everybody going to the maximum number of games, coming down to one game. That is always tons of fun for me to watch. And I believe there's a lot of people out there on the live stream that appreciate that as well. So let's take a look here. We do have a pretty tight wall in. Oh, looks like he's going to be trying to wear out that SCV. Is he going to get the kill here? Ooh, one more hit. Down goes that SCV. That is one pesky little drone there. One kill. He is now ranked Predator. Got to love that. And just a little bit more about what's going on in the tournament right now. We do have Zamtac taking a win over Doveshack, and let's see, One Shot, I believe, taking his win over... Oh no, he hasn't done that yet. He has got to play the winner of Scoobs versus Halcyon here in just a moment. Excuse me. And look at this, we do have a hatchery going down as well as a bunker here. Does get the cancel on that bunker. That is not going to work. Going to be backing out here. Destiny going to be taking his expansion here. Going to be finished shortly. And no expansion as of yet. We are on double racks right now for Brandon. And there is an expansion going down in the main for Brandon. He will be flying that out to this position right here. I assume, even though it is a relatively difficult position to defend, it is more, well, it's easier to defend than, say, these positions that I'm about to ping. This is, in fact, his natural, so he probably will be taking it there. Always a pretty good idea. But, I mean, we have seen people try and sneak expansions around on maps. Even this one, which is a relatively small map. Gotta love the good old Zelnaga Caverns. What do we have here? A Roach Warren on the way for Destiny. That's going to be very interesting. And I do not believe that this has been scouted yet. But he is sending a scout out right now, so maybe he will poke up this ramp and take a look and see this Roach Warren. Not yet. But he does see that this expansion is completed. Boy, these little Zerglings being pretty pesky here. Whittled down to one. There is only one remaining of those kind of scouting Zerglings there. This scout not going to last much longer. However, he does see the first spawning Roach. Now he definitely knows that Roaches are on the field. We shall see what his tech pattern is going to be. He did... Oh, it looks like it is going to be a factory. So we may see some tech, some mech play here. Not tech play, but mech play, rather. or he may be going straight for a starport, perhaps cloaked banshees or something of that nature. But I'm half expecting to see just some good old-fashioned mech play at this point. Tanks and or Thors are pretty stinking effective at roaches, especially if you can keep the Thors repaired. My goodness, they can be super effective. And Destiny going to be backing out here. Let's take a look at units lost here for just a moment. Brandon has lost a little bit more, but it is still relatively even. I mean, it's only 200 difference, and that is not a huge deal. Even here at 8 minutes into the game, not too big of a problem. So pretty good cleanup there. Now this expansion for Brandon is going to be completed. Let's take a look at Units tab. We do have 24 SCVs, 33 drones though on the field, so Destiny staying really on top of his macro at this point. And a little bit different in this game than we saw in that last one. Brandon really was able to take a fast expand, hold that any aggression off in pretty good style, and he really had an economic advantage for most of the game. And now we're seeing in this game he's really had to kind of build that in his main, because this is such a difficult position to defend. He really has to kind of do things a little differently, and it's putting him slightly behind economically. So I'm interested to see how that is going to play out in this matchup. A little bit of back and forth. It looks like Destiny going to be going for his gold expansion here in just a moment. That's going to be tons of fun to see. Third expansion, he's a little bit, it's not too late. 7, 9 minutes, 10 minutes almost before he's going to be expanding. Not too bad either way. And he's not moving a drone out quite yet for that expansion, so I'm interested to see when he is going to do that, what his timing is going to be, because now we are approaching 10.5 minutes into this matchup. Looks like he is going to be moving out here to take control of the Xel'Naga watchtowers, which is not a bad idea. There goes the hatchery at 10 minutes and 30 seconds, or thereabout, give or take a couple seconds. Not bad at all. And let's see what else we've got. This Tech Lab factory, we do have the Siege Tech completed. More tanks on the way. It looks like Brandon going to be moving out here. Very, very interesting. This could be a pretty decent window. Right as Destiny is expanding, he could potentially force the cancel on that expand, or even get a snipe on it. But it looks like he chose to back up here, and now Brandon going to be moving out, or Destiny rather, going to be moving out with quite a few Mutalisks. That is 9 of them. And here comes some serious harassment, Muta style. Got to love that. Oh yeah, going to be sniping the Tech Lab. Did get the snipe on that Tech Lab. That can be super frustrating. But going to be kicking it here. He is not going to be backing up to his base. Ready for more harassment action, and I don't blame him. That is a pretty decent choice at this point. Did get the snipe on a couple of those units there. Oh, is he going to start repairing? He did not repair that at all. Wow, let's take a look at units lost. It is pretty even exchange at this point, and here comes the main attack from Brandon, going to be moving out at the same time. Look at that. Is going to be getting the snipe on this expansion here in just a moment, it appears. Here comes a flank. Wow, so Brandon going to be locking this expansion down, it looks like. With this, Destiny just trying to mine as much as he can at this point from it before it goes down. I think he realizes that it is about done there. Getting just a couple more minerals. Not a bad idea. And Destiny going to be backing out here. I'm half expecting Brandon to continue pushing this attack. I think he's got enough missile turrets in his base here to defend some Mutalisk harass, and these Mutalisks are getting whittled down. The units tab shows there are only 4 of them left on the field, and that is them right there. And if you average them out, they're all about half dead. Either that, or you guess you could call them half alive. Depends on how you look at it. And Brandon, or Destiny rather, going to be taking his expansion over here now. Going to be a little bit easier to defend that one. And here comes a command center, moving out across the map, getting ready to take a gold expansion of his own. And we've seen this a lot of times in all sorts of different replays on this map. When a Terran player is able to take this location here, you can see that he has not turned into an orbital command yet. Oh my goodness. Destiny going to be cleaning up the entire army of Brandon right now. Wow. And Brandon going to be in a lot of trouble here. This is way too many roaches for him to hold off. He just does not have the defenses that he needs at this point. Too many Vetevacs, not enough fighters. His whole army just getting obliterated, and we kind of missed half of that action there, so sorry about that, my goodness. And, geez, Destiny looks like he is going to be forcing a GG here in just a moment. Oh, getting the snipe on that tank, and look at this. Mutalisk Roach going to be taking the win here, it appears, for FieNDestiny. Very, very well played. That is tons of fun for us, because when we see the GG, I mean, we can't put him out of it yet. He is playing this game, and there it is from him, though. We now will be going to game number 3 between these two opponents. This should be tons of fun to see. I'm really excited for that matchup. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. Don't alt-tab, always alt-StarCraft. We'll see you guys in just a moment.